So the practice here, there are 4 kinds of practice or many kinds of practice. Why 4? There are many kinds of practice you can do. One is through breath. One is looking at the Pachavikana, which is requisites. We have already covered on the requisite, but it will be good to see how to do that, how to really see the requisites. It will be nice to do that. So let us say that I am eating. So if I am eating something, 1 minute. So let's say I'm eating something and then I want to reflect. First and foremost, I need to have sati. Okay. Without sati, I cannot do it at all. So the basic idea is to develop the sati. If I want to develop the sati, I should have sila. Without sila, sati cannot happen. So what I need to understand is that in whichever way I want to do it, first and foremost, I need to have sila. So if I am not able to establish the sila, or if I am not able to understand the 10 immoral deeds or 10 moral deeds, and I start my practice, it's not going to work. Whether it is through breath or through the requisites or through whatever, including dhatu or whatever I want to say. Now, that means I have to first create the environment. You can call it as utu.
1 minute.
Yes.
1 minute. 7 immoral, 8 immoral did I know.
Correct.
3 related to the body, 4 related to the speech, Michha Ditti, 8, and which are the 2 more?
No, 3 from the body, 4 from the speech, and 3 from the mind, which is abhijja, vyapada, and michhaditi.
Abhijja, Vyapada, and Michhaditi. Yeah, okay.
So let us understand in the when we go to the retreat. So let's take that as an example. You have to create the same environment at home. Not about expecting people to be like that. Not that. People can be anything. That means the people around us can be doing whatever they are doing. But can I have that environment created in my mind, not in the place? Now the thing is, I go to a retreat. I go to a 10-day retreat. For 10 days, that place is conducive for practice, whatever practice I want to do. Okay. How and why? So let's understand each one of them. Number 1, Panati Pata. Before that Panati Pata, what is happening is that you are not speaking at all. So what is called as Arya Mauna is that you are not seeing the person, nor you are talking to him. Now in our normal transaction, we are seeing the person and we are talking. So the first thing I need to work out is talking. Talking to the level what is required. So in the Mangala Sutta he says, Subhasita cha yavacha etan mangalam uttamam. So now I need to consider, since I am a householder, since I am a family person, I need to see that my speech is good to listen, to hear. That means I shouldn't get excited or whatever, but I am getting excited. Now what should I do? It shows that I have vyapada, which is the mental defilement, vyapada. So abhijja and vyapada are the 2 things which we will be having, which is a major hindrance in the path. So first I need to see, meaning my samatha practice, not the breath. Leave the breath. My samatha practice would be whether at this moment am I having abhijja, vyapada, michhaditi, and 4 things about speech. So I just have to observe. I'll give some examples. Now I am talking to you. Am I feeling anything about? I'm feeling that why you are not getting it, or why this is happening, about my family people, or whatever. And in fact, there is some music which is coming. They have been playing this music for the last 3-4 days. Okay. For whatever reason, they are playing the music. Am I getting worked up, agitated about it? So, if I am getting agitated, this is Vyapada. Why this sound is coming? Why that is coming? Why so many people are talking and I am recording? All of that is part of Vyapada. What it happens is that my chitta is in kampana because it is a puttasa dhamma, loka dhamma. So the very next thing I need to do is which one of the loka dhamma I am feeling upset about. Am I thinking it is profitable, or I am feeling loss, or I am feeling that there is somebody who is blaming me instead of appreciating me, or something like that? Out of 8, ultimately it will remove the sukha, the happiness. Instead it will give me unhappiness. So basically I don't want unhappiness. So I need to check through my speech, through my actions, through my mental, whether I am feeling whatever I am feeling out of the 8 dhammas. Puttasa loka dhammehi chittam yasya na kampati. Now the chitta shouldn't have kampana. So now if I have kampana, it means the samatha is not there, not ready for vipassana. So the first thing I need to do is to establish samatha. Now can I work on samatha for the whole day? Yes, I can. I don't have to do vipassana today. Okay, I have to do like that, just like done in the retreat. So if a 10-day retreat, you will have 3.5 days of samatha and 6.5 days of vipassana. Okay.
Sarji, I have got one question here. It is not like that something scattered on the ground and you are collecting it, right? You are bring it making it into the pile. But regarding the mind, when we are thinking about the mind, as soon as we are means affected by the loka dhamma, it is scattered. There is a tendency to be scattered mind.
Correct. So now when the loka dhamma is
Because
scattering,
all I mean is 3 days or 3.5 days, samadhi is practiced in some traditions. So it doesn't mean that when you start the vipassana, your mind can be totally, means steady.
right?
During
So
the vipassana also it can be scattered, it can be agitated and so many things. So what about that?
then you can't do vipassana at all.
No, no, but so many times what happens, your mind is likely to be disturbed by this and that.
So that is correct. I don't deny. See,
Ah,
we know that the distractions are going to be there.
yeah,
It is given. So now what choices we have is a question. The choice is in some tradition where you go to a retreat. That is one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is that you go somewhere. Don't go to that retreat. You stay alone for few days in your room or in wherever. You just stay for 2-3 days so that the shunyata can be chula shunyata sutta. He says that for some time you have to get out of the human company. Okay. So I have to do something like that. So this is another way. Or can I have 3 hours? 3 hours. Close the door and sit. No computer, no reading, nothing. Just 3 hours sitting. Just sitting. No watching breath or closing eyes or anything. Just sitting. Can I just sit for 3 hours? 2 hours. Can I do that? Now, why I can't do it? Because I require an object. So what will I learn out of this is that the object becomes a primary thing. Without object, you can't sit. So what is the object I can give now? Breath is an object. So mind requires an object. It can't sit without an object. You have to focus on an object. Now the Loka Dhamma is the object. So when we are on the Loka Dhamma, mind will get involved with it. Our objective is not to make the mind get associated completely with that object. I just want it to be an observer rather than involved with the object. So how should I practice if you were to ask me? Close the door for 1 hour. Don't do any breath watching or anything at all. The moment you put it as an activity, it will not work. Just sit without mobile, without touching computer, without touching anything. Can you spend 1 hour just sitting? You shouldn't be walking. If you are walking, you shouldn't be sitting. Watch the walking only. If you are sitting, just watch the sitting. Like I am sitting like this, I am just watching my sitting. Just the sitting where the body is touching. So that becomes my object. That is the object. Can I do that for 1 hour? Yes, it is coming. So why don't I do it for 2 hours now? Why can't I do it for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, or for the whole day? Now I have learned how to watch. It's no longer an activity for me. I don't have to create an activity. Right? Because anything that is created is sankhara. And sankharas are anicca. Anicca sankhara. Anicca. That's not going to work. So it is better, it's better that I do something like this. I don't have to go to the retreat, agreed. And I know I'm working with my wife and son and daughter and this and that and parents, in-laws, etc., etc. That cannot be escaped. But yet, can I find a time for myself without getting distracted? Distracted as in listening to some music, reading something, watching something. Shouldn't be doing that. Automatically, the mind starts watching the breath. Because you are not giving any food. So in the available food only it has to do. Whatever the food is there, it has to do. Now the only food it can get is the breath. So it comes automatically to breath. I don't want to think, but that is an object. So it automatically thinks. If I sit silently like this, watching the whole body touching the chair, can I sit for 1 hour? No closing of eyes also. After some time, the eyes will automatically close. That means it's not an activity. So it will automatically close. I don't have to say, let me watch the breath. Automatically start watching the breath. I don't have to say, let us watch the breath and the sitting. mind is able to do both. It is able to watch the breath, it is able to watch the sitting. Then you start getting a blissful feeling, very nice feeling. And once mind gets that, that's it. It knows what to do. It exactly knows what has to be done. So that's it. It is on the track now.
Mind is collected 100%. Okay. You are completely in summer, but amidst this also sometimes what happens, some latent tendencies surfaces.
That will
Then
come.
how to no, no. My question was actually regarding that.
So when the
Then
hindrances come,
how to tackle and how much importance should be given to that? Because totally.
that's correct. So when the samatha is broken, what you should do? You should again go back to the basic. Wherever, whatever is touching. Right now I'm sitting on this chair. Again I bring back to the chair. See, now I'm sitting like this. I didn't want to close the eyes, but automatically it is closing. Now I'm watching the breath. So like this I'm sitting. Okay. Now,
Whenever samta is broken, you have to do the same exercise.
correct. Now one thought comes.
Yeah.
I think I need to drink water. Even though I've taken water, I'm feeling like drinking water. Should I go and drink water or shouldn't I go and drink water? Now this is doubt, visikicha. Now I have to keep on watching the breath. After a few minutes, that thirst feeling is gone. Or if it is real, then it intensifies. Feel more thirsty. Now when I feel more thirsty, I will be aware of my walking to the kitchen, putting the water in the mouth, looking at how the water is going inside, come back and sit. After some time, I don't feel like getting up at all because it is so nice. As I'm doing, I'm not feeling like talking also. Now, like I'm sitting like this, if the breath is becoming very subtle, what should I do? There are two ways of doing. One, I can take a deep breath, or it is ready for vipassana. What I should do? There are many ways of doing it. One way, the touch of the body touching the floor or body touching the chair, just observe. You will find that the touch of the thighs, leg to the chair is the same. Same in the sense they both have Patavi, they have Apo, they have Tejo, they have Vayu. So now my attention will go into
How can we experience Apo then? Because Tejo, Vayu,
you'll feel the sweat. So there is heat generated both in the chair and heat is generated in the body, and because of that you'll have water coming out,
Okay.
and there is movement. You can feel the movement, and that's the vayu is there. Without moving, you can't get water also. It is moving. So how do you come to know it is Apo is there? Not only the sweat, if it's able to hold on to the solid, it means that there is Apo, because Apo will create cohesion, binding.
Yeah.
So you know if the chair is exactly the way it is and your body is also there exactly the way it is, it means it's because of the water. If not, then it becomes dry. If it is dry, you can see the skin falling away. Same thing with the chair. So now I'm sitting, and if it is a wooden chair, we have done a varnish to ensure that the moisture doesn't go away. The moisture goes away, the wood is spoiled. So we have done the varnish, clearly shows. So Apo is moisture. So in the Vayu here, the moisture comes. You will feel it as hot or cold because of the moisture also coming and touching the body. So can I now make watching moisture itself as a vipassana? Yes. Can I now find the tejo, apo, vayu as my vipassana? Yes. It's coming from outside, I can feel. After some time, I will get rid of ajjata bahid. So basically, this is how I can practice. The first thing is that, can I sit for 1 hour without doing anything? I'll put a timer of 1 hour. Sit. Whether it's watching breath or no watching breath.
1 minute, sir. Excuse me, sir. 1 minute.
Sure, sure.
Yes, sir.
So like this, I can sit for 1 hour, either watching the breath or watching the sitting, watching whatever, but 1 hour. I can even open my eyes and sit like this. Watching the touch of this chair. Some object I have to give to the mind. Otherwise, it will go away.
Can we see even what else is happening elsewhere in the body?
Yes, you can do it, but provided this comes, this samatha is completely done. Because if you get distracted, then you will go somewhere else. See, it is part of vipassana. First, I have to make this body, mind tranquil.
Maintaining the equanimity of the body and mind, you have to do anything else.
Yes, after that you do whatever. See, now I want to watch the holes here, and this hole here, and this hole here. That is my object. Can I do that? No. Why? Because the mind is distracted. If it's not distracted, I can do it and watch. After watching like that for few minutes, the space element becomes prominent. Now if I see someone, I don't have any issue because it is only space element. So now the space element is seen. Now can I see the apo element? Yes, see the apo element. Can I see the Tejo element? Yes, the warmth is there, Tejo element. Can I see the Pathvi and Apo also together? Yes. The skin, the shining on the skin, here it shows Apo is there, Pathvi is also there. So I saw Pathvi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu. So now if I want to watch Vayu, what should I do? Asapasa is Vayu, that's all. And in the Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta, that is what he says. Purisa is 5, 6. Cha Dhaturo Ayam Purisa. Consisting of six Dhatu. 5 plus 1 Vinyana. That's all. That's all I need to do to enter into Vipassana. So when I get into Vipassana, I can be there forever. Now I come into Anupassana. After this is established, then I come into Anupassana, because this I can see it as a sankhara, prepared. It's just prepared. It is formed. It's not real. This body is formed due to 4 elements. Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu coming together. So it cannot be called as me and mine and myself. Now I can understand. Eso na mama, eso na ahamasmi, eso na me atta, eso na mama, eso na ahamasmi, eso na me atta, eso na mama, eso na ahamasmi, eso na me atta. It's like somebody is cleaning the house, is putting water, is putting soap powder and cleaning it. So I am also cleaning it to see what is there. This is formed and it hence becomes deformed. So now I can see arising and passing away. The body, whatever formation was there, it started deforming. Again forming, again deforming, again forming, again deforming. And to a level that the hairs are gone and I have lost my good eyesight and I have a spectacle now. In my childhood, there were no moustache, no need to shave. Or that means deformity, forming, deforming, forming, deforming. Udaya, Vyaya, Udaya, Vyaya, Udaya, Vyaya. I am seeing it. So now I get Udaya, Vyaya, Jnana. Now due to that, I can see the Bhanga happening. Bhanga Jnana. Meaning dissolution. There is no person. Bhanga. So I get Vipassana Jnana. Able to see. What I am able to see? The elements. They are not me and mine because it is forming. It's forming and deforming, forming and deforming. Now this is my experience. So I have done Anupassana. So Anicca nature is seen. I don't have to by heart. I can see the Anicca nature. I don't have to recite. I don't have to memorize. Nothing is required. You can see. It's formed. Sankhara. Avijja, Pachaya, Sankhara. Sankhara is formation. Sankhara is preparation. This body is prepared by food. It's the best thing I can see. This body is coming due to food. If there is no food, no body can come. So this is the experience I am getting. So anicca, and hence it is dukkha, because if it is formed, it will get deformed. Anything that is formed will get deformed. Anything which is prepared, like food is prepared, it will get spoiled. It's nature, and hence dukkha. If it was not getting spoiled, then I didn't have any problem. Correct. So now,
Man,
yes.
can mentally understand all these things, his process, but yet he clings to the body, doesn't want to die.
No, for that reason only, we have to keep on working out on Samatha Vipassana before we come to Anupassana. See, for 1 week, I had to either take breath, or I had to take ahara, or I had to take something, some object continuously, you should be on that.
It requires extensive practice.
Not only, this is not a practice, the practice has sati. It's not the practice thing, meaning I do something. That doing something is not a practice, it is an activity. And you get tired of doing that. If it is an activity, you get tired. If it is sati, then there's no tiredness. Meaning, if somebody is asking me to watch the breath for 1 hour, it's a pain.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what if I don't have to watch the breath? Just sit. You're keeping your hand like this. Keep it for 1 hour. Just watch the touching of the abdomen area with this hand. The only thing I need to have is sati. That's all. Nothing else I require. That's the reason the starting point is sati patthana. Right. But this is the sati I need to have. If I don't have sati, nothing else is going to work. So now I need to bring in sati patthana. Then sammapadhana. Then iddipada. Then panchindriya. Then panchabala. Then sattabojjhanga. Then ariyatangika magga. 37 factors. So now I kept like this 1 hour. Automatically your eyes will close. Then instead of watching this, mind automatically starts watching the breath. Now, having understood that I have done this much, I can get into Vipassana. So, what Vipassana can I do? Same position. I can feel the heat. I can feel cold. I can feel watery. I can feel solid. So, I can find that this body is formed by these elements or quality of the element. So, sabbe sankhara anichati. Now I have got a panya. Yada panyaya passati. Atha nibiddati dukkhe. So now there is no dukkha because I have seen the element. They are formed. They are created. They generally don't exist like this. They have come together. Eso maggo visuddhiya. Now this magga is visuddhi magga. Which one? Sabbe sankhara nichati Sabbe sankhara dukkati, sabbe sankhara anattati. Now I understood anicca, dukkha, anatta. Practically, when I say practically with this holding, in this only I am understanding that there is no myself. Anatta. Eso na mama. This doesn't belong to me.
All this exercise we have been doing in order to get out of the conceit.
Correct. Conceit. I am. That's a conceit. I am. The conceit. So, tanha, mana, ditti. Tanha, eso mama. This is mine. Mama, mamakara. Eso aham asmi. Asmi mana. Asmi mana will come when it is a possession. I possess it. This body is my possession. Eso aham asmi. Eso me atta. This is my self as a ditti, view. So, tanha, mana, ditti. So now I am getting rid of tanha, craving. What is mine here? Nothing is mine. Eso na mama. I can see it myself. Yes, there is no mama. Mamakara is not there. Eso na aham asmi. There is no asmi mana. Measurement. Mana is also measurement. How tall I am, how fair I am, how fat I am, how lean I am, how good looking I am, etc. That's a mana. Because I can measure myself with you. I am a fair skin, you are a dark skin. I have no hair, you have hair. Like that. Man. Then the dhitti.
Acha, can you explain the man? Because I've been not able to get it, completely man.
Mana means measurement. You will first put yourself as a perfect person, figure. Then you measure from that. Mamakara and mana. Mama is mine. This is mine. The mustache is mine. The eye is mine. The ear is mine. The hair is mine. Like that's all mine. When you have mamakara or when I have mamakara, then it creates mana. Mana means vanity. Meaning, I feel proud. That proud feeling is man. Why? Because I am measuring from this standpoint that one.
Okay, comparison between two things.
Comparison between two things. So when I see you, I am comparing and looking at how do I look when compared to Bhim Reddy. Oh, I look much younger than Bhim Reddy. You will say, Vilas, I am 57 or 56, whatever. And I say I am 52. Okay, then you will say, Vilas, you are looking slightly old, aged these days. Then I say, no, maybe the lighting problem. That is mana. Because I am measuring and I am saying that you are looking aged, not me. Why do we do that? Because we fear death. The more aged, the more death, nearer to death. The more the young, the farther away from death. So if somebody says you are younger or I am younger, I feel happy. Why? Far away from death. If they say I am aged, near to death, so I don't want to die. Mana will not die. So I want to live. The only thing is, the more younger I look, the farther is the death. So for me, this physical body is a measurement. Correct or wrong? When you go to
Yeah.
hospital, they are checking your body only, and they are giving some medicine or something, or they are saying this or that or whatever, that you have a BP or you don't have BP much, or you have sugar, no sugar, etc. is for the body. But I have a mamakara on the body and ahankara of this body. Ahankara is another view of mana. Eso aham asmi is nothing but ahankara. Ahamkara. Eso aham asmi. That asmi is the mana with ahankara. That how well I have maintained my body. Clear? It doesn't mean that you shouldn't have ahankara. It is going to be there. So you have to watch this ahankara. Ahamkara. Ahankara. Kara is saying, doing. Aham is way of saying. And you will say that only with mana, with measurement. So you measure. When I take the medical report, it is a measurement against some values they have set. So if the body is within that value, don't you feel happy? You feel happy. That is mamakara, in other form asmi mana. Because I possess the body. It's my possession. Nobody can take it from me. That's the reason it is atta, mine. This is my self. Self view means this possessed body is me. Correct, no?
Yeah. And all we have been trying to remove me and mine.
Yes. That's all we want to do. Me, remove me and mine and myself. Me, mine, myself. So the samatha will bring me to vipassana to see me, myself. And when I experience,
As soon as you forgive samadhi, samavayamo, and samasati, I comes into being.
correct, correct. So now what I am supposed to do? Supposed to sit like this. No activity of watching the breath. Just sit like this. Now I want to stand. Okay, do it with standing also. I want to lie down. Do it with lying down also. All the four postures. So I want to do it with walking. Gato. Gate, ite, nisinne, and supte. Four postures. Can I do this? What? Just wherever it is touching. Forget the breath. When I am standing also, floor is touching. When I am sleeping, the body is touching to the bed. When I am walking, floor is touching to the leg. When I'm sitting, the chair is touching. That means at any point in time, the four elements are touching to each other. So now you don't have to create an activity. I want to sit for 1 hour and I know this is not happening. I get the breath and after that what to do? No, there's nothing like what to do. You don't have to do anything. If you do something, it is not Vipassana. It is not Samatha. It is not about doing. You have to letting go of the doing. We've been doing. So we shouldn't be doing anything. Doing something is moving the mind from one to another. No, it will not work. So now, yes.
Choiceless observation of the reality.
Yes. Not the way it is. The way it should be. Or is it? If we ask this question, it is as it is. Not as I want it to be. So if I am doing breath watching, it is as I want it to be. Even though in words you have to say I am watching the breath, but in reality you are seeing the breath. How? I sit like this. I'll start to see what is touching what. Oh, wait. The chair is touching the body. Okay, done. The back is touching this side of the chair. Okay, good. This is touching. Now I am moving my hand. This is touching. Here. Now I am doing something like this. It's touching. Now I can hear the sound. If I make something like this, there's a sound. So what I am getting is the sound. Sound means if there is a space, then there is sound. So on top of the head, there is space. So when I do like this, sound is coming. You see the sound is coming. Sound is coming. Sound is coming. So wherever there is hardness and there is a space, sound can be heard. So space equals sound. Now Pathavi. It should, if you should feel hardness. Yes, I'm feeling hardness. Everywhere I'm feeling hardness. Hard. This is hard. It's hard. Feeling hardness. Pathavi. Apo. Wetness. Hold like this. So within few minutes you will feel wetness. Like this. Wetness. Wetness. So, Apo. Tejo. Feeling heat? Yes. On the chair you're feeling heat or cold? Yes. Here on this handle, on this. So wherever I'm watching, I'm feeling the coldness and heat. Right. Now what is missing? Nothing is missing. And Vayu, movement. Isn't the body moving up and down?
Can we take Vayu as some little movement, subtle movement in the body? Is it due to? Can we consider it as a Vayu?
Yes, any movement. Blood flowing is a movement.
Yes.
Any movement, all the circulatory functions, digestive functions is Vayu.
Tingling also. Tingling.
Is because of Vayu.
Vayu and Patvi should also be there.
Without Patvi, you will not feel anything. So
Yeah.
it's
Patvi is the, what can we say, the major element.
it's not about major or minor. It's the
Okay.
element. Now we have to see all the 5 elements without making it big and small.
Oh, yes.
Because again you will get mana. So I shouldn't be doing that. Okay.
Yeah. No significance should be given to any element.
No. It should be neutral.
Yeah.
When I am neutral, it becomes easy.
Comparison leads to the man.
Correct. Comparison gives rise to mana. So I should be doing it.
Yes.
So what should I do now? You just have to sit like this and watch.
Achha, one more question. Perhaps it may be, significant to ask this time. So, what is the free flow? People talk about this, free flow.
Yesterday I was talking about a free flow. What is a free flow? Now the Gandhabba, what is called Manomaya Kaya. Now I have covered in the yesterday's video, but shortly I will tell you. It is consisting of 4 Kaya. One is a Kammaja Kaya. One is a Utu Kaya, Utuja Kaya. Then you have the third one, Chittaja Kaya. And fourth one, Karaja Kaya. 4 Kaya. When I sit in meditation, the Vipassana in the retreat, if I am watching with the Manomaya Kaya, what is happening in the physical, this matter, then I can see something moving here, 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 here. Ultimately, what will happen is the physicality will get disintegrated, only leaving the mental portion. So that is called, that can be termed, not called, can be termed as Dhara Pravaha. It's flowing like water has been pouring on your head till the feet. You feel no kind of hindrances in the body, meaning there is no part of the body which is not having any sensation. Sensation means what? Sensation means it doesn't look like you can't feel it. You're feeling entirety. Why are you feeling entirety? Is because of the Manomaya Kaya. That means the physical gets disintegrated in the mind. So what happens? You will experience the Bhanga stage, where dissolution of the physical body is experienced completely. Now when you don't have a physical body, you are only Manomaya Kaya, which is the position of the Gandhabba at Okkanti stage. So there is Jati, Sanjati, Okkanti, Abhinibhatti, Khandanam, Patu Bhavo, Ayatanam, Patilabo, Ayam Vuchatananda Jati. Now this is what Buddha also says, this is what Sariputta also says. Now what it means is Jati, birth, as Kammajakaya, and it will, the Chitta will come into that. So the Kammajakaya, Chittajakaya will join together, bringing a Utu means environment. So all these 3 becomes Jati, and this meeting together is Sanjati. Then you get into a stage of a formation, it is formed, and hence it's sankhara. This formation stage with a very subtle matter, subtle means very subtle matter, is the stage of okkanti. So Buddha says, okkantiya sati namarupa. If okkanti happens, then the namarupa happens. Namarupa pachay salayatana pachay phasa, all that. So now what I need to, when what happens during the bhanga, the dissolution, that from the ayatana patilabo, it will come back. Meaning khanda. So jati, sanjati, vakkanti, abhinibhatti, kandanam patu bhavo, ayatanam patilabo. So ayatanam patilabo, one step back is kandanam patu bhavo, one step backwards is abhinibhatti. It means solidity. It has taken a solid shape. So you have broken the solid shape, which means you have come back to the okkanti state. So your physical self is removed. So if your physical self is removed, what remains is only the mental sheath or manomaya kaya or gandhabba, which is having no attachment to anything. So the chitta becomes pure and pure. Then what happens is that you will have a free flow from head to toe, because all the different kind of sensations are gone. No pain, nothing is there. So you will not feel anywhere any pain in any part of the body, including the body itself. So you get dhara pravaha. So once you start getting dhara pravaha from top to bottom, bottom to top, like that, is going in circle and circle and circle and circle, which can be called as vibration. Basically, you will find it's only vibrating. Whole body is only vibration, which can be called as kalapa. Okay. Now, when you see kalapa, meaning seeing means not physical eye seeing, when you experience kalapa, you will find that you don't have any place where this vibration is not there. So when this vibration is there is no I and mind, because you can see it is moving everywhere. This vibration is going here, there, here, there, here, there. This also can be termed as kundalini, because it's just energy. Moving of energy from here to there, here to there, here to there. In that, all these four elements are coming together, disintegrating, coming together, disintegrating, arising, passing away, arising, passing away. This arising, passing away with vibration is in Hindi called as dhara pravaha, and in English free flow. After that, the bhanga happens, where you will not feel anything at all now. It's so light that you hardly know whether you have a body until you bring your hand and try feeling something, and then you feel that there is something called body. Otherwise, there is no body. This is what it is. And when you actually practically experience it, you will see it. Okay, it doesn't have anything. Which is, you come back to the Gandhabba state before it entered into the womb.
We have started with so satova asasati, satova pasasati. So taking a tool of the breath, we are investigating the elements in the body.
Yes, correct.
And we are detaching ourselves from all the element, and even we infer from that there is no me and myself and mine. It is simply the gathering. We have gathered from the planet all these elements, and that's what you are, simply nothing else.
Exactly, correct.
But this feeling has to become your, means, permanent. This has to be eternal.
Correct. You should have only sati.
Yeah.
If you miss sati, nothing is going to work. So,
As soon as sati is gone, everything will start limping to the original, means as it was.
exactly. Doesn't do any help. So this is the practice. So I sit like this, or I stand, I walk, in whichever posture. Whatever is being touched, let it be. I am touching this hand to my thigh. That's all. Do I have sati of this touching? Enough. I don't have to close my eyes and sit, watching the breath. This is sufficient. So at any point in time, I should be with the nature, with the touching or walking or talking or sleeping or waking, or so he gives sampajanya.
Yeah.
Kate, thite, nisinne, sutte, jagarite, hasite, tunni bhave, sampajanakari hoti.
So today can be the same practice, or are we going to move on?
No. You do this first. You select whichever you want. You want a breath watching, or you want to sit like this, or you want to walk, you want to do whatever. Ensure that the sati is not broken for the whole day. First, we will do this. Every day, we'll do this. And once it gets completely established, you can see the Ajata
Once
Mahidya.
it is, yeah, once it is established, then we can move on.
Yes, and you would have moved on because it will automatically bring you to Ajata Bahidya. And the Dhara Pravaha, what you asked me, or the free flow, that you will experience it yourself. You don't have to go to the retreat to enjoy, to experience it. You will get it right now.
So this has to be a 24/7 work.
If not 24/7, at least 18 hours. Meaning you don't have to do it as an activity. You just have to bring in the sati. You have to bring in the sati, not as a practice, means I need to sit somewhere. No, that is not the practice. That will not help. Little bit I need to do that, but that is not the only thing. See, today I want to sit on the chair. Yes.
Being involved in any activity, you have to be aware of, you are taking a torch and looking into your mind, everywhere into the body.
Exactly. So, if I do it as like an activity, it will not work. You have to do it this way. Okay, so shall we end for today?
Yes, yes. Can we means meet up together, means tomorrow?
Yeah, we are meeting tomorrow. I'm not going to office. We can meet tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
And
sir.
as soon as
Dhanyavad.
as soon as I upload the video, I will share you the link.
Okay, okay. Dhanyavad. Thank you.
Okay.